welcome back dear student to the risk of biology. Now today we are going to the part number 25 of the biological classification. Okay, let's start. Like that's been we already discussed about that. Now today one new topic is the dinoflagellates. What do you mean by dinoflagellates? Dinoflagellates is exactly known as the photosynthetic protist. That's a photosynthetic protist. Okay, that is a photosynthetic protist. Clear? Have the both characteristics means so both characteristics like then plant like and animal like means that have the autotrophic you have to show that the autotrophic nutrition and heterotrophic nutrition as well as like that more than 45,000 species of dinoflagellates here all 40, 400 4,500 species of the dinoflagellates are present here. Photosynthetic autotrophs mean that the autotrophs, photosynthetic autotrophs and photosynthetic mean that the so the heterotrophic nutrition means the animal-like characteristics. That's a dinoflagellates are both characteristics in concern of the nutrition. A first is the autotrophic and second is the heterotrophic. Heterotrophic the animal-like structure, animal-like behavior and autotroph means the plant-like. Which type of autotrophs? The phagocytosis. What do you mean by phagocytosis? Any liquid particle or solid particle engulfing through by the process with the endocytosis. Okay, can be parasite and endosymbiont with the red algae means that dinoflagellates so the symbiont yeah, symbiosis relationship to the with the red algae. Okay, dinoflagellates classification. What is the classification of the dinoflagellates? Let's see. Dinoflagellates are belong from the division Pyrophycophyta. Pyrophycophyta means that fire plant. Which this plant like that the fire. So the fire plant belonging from dinoflagellates belonging from to the division Pyrophyta. Pyrophycophyta. Okay, that's the classification. Domain eukaryota means that there's a three domain. In which the first eukaryota means that eukaryota have the total four. Means that like fungi, protist, fungi, and plantae and animalian. Now we study about that the protista. Okay, kingdom in which protista. Okay, supergroup Commemorata, group Alveolata, and phylum the Dinoflagellata. So we studied at the dinoflagellate as the phylum of the photosynthetic protist. Clear? Okay, next. Dinoflagellate structure. What is the structure of dinoflagellates? Mostly marine, but also presence in the freshwater. Distribution depend on the temperature and pH and depth. Distribution fully depend on the temperature, mean pH and depth. Okay, covering the dinoflagellates body covered by the dinoflagellate cells covered by emphysema. That is a flattened vesicles that suppose that like a cell and covered by emphysema or emphysema like that of flattened vesicles. Flatted vesicle known as the alveoli. This flatted vesicles is known as the alveoli. There are presence inside the plasma membrane. Alveoli were present at the plasma membrane. What do you mean by alveoli? Contains cellulose plates and silicates. Very important. I mean, this alveoli contains cellulose plates and silicates, and this alveoli presence in the plasma membrane. And this alveoli are like a flattened vesicles are surrounding the cell is known as the emphysema. Here have the two flagella. Dinoflagellates have two flagella. One flagella is the longitudinal and second flagella is the transverse. Let's see. One flagella is wrap around the transverse groove like a belt. Suppose that structure, that type, so that suppose that organism dinoflagellates and first flagella wrap around the transverse like that. First flagella that is that form transfer form. Okay, inside the groove have a groove inside the groove like structure there. Okay, wrap around the transfer groove like the belt. Okay, now another flagella is like that, the in presence of the perpendicular to the transfer groove. So they're over there, the perpendicular in form of the longitudinal flagellum, and that is a transfer form is known as the transverse flagellum. Okay, flagella. So that's the two types of flagella presence in the dinoflagellate, and both are so different structure on the basis of their uh, arrangement. Okay, now next, clear? Very good. Nucleus, the dikaryon. What do you mean by dikaryon nucleus? Means that nucleus have the two four nuclei. Dikaryon nucleus. Okay. Dikaryon nucleus has the chromosome attached to the nuclear membrane and like the stone. Very important topic. Very important part of the topic. Histone are absence means that if the histone is absent means the chromosomal material of in the nucleus are distributed, are scattered form, in a scattered form like that. Okay, means that chromosomes are attached to the nuclear membrane. Okay, mitosis is closed type. What do you mean by mitosis is closed type? In the general process of the mitosis, when the mitosis starts, the nuclear membrane either disappear. Nuclear membrane is disappear. But here, the nuclear membrane is the not break. Nuclear membrane is a not break, resulting the centromere, that's the centrosome, not participate in the process of the mitosis, process of the division. So this type of mitosis is known as the closed type of mitosis, means that the centrioles are not involving in this process. Okay, that's what say the language. The nuclear envelope does not break during mitosis, and the mitotic spindles are extra nuclear, means that the mitotic spindle uh, presence outside. Okay, rapid multiplication give rise to the sudden population explosion and blooms, which is responsible for the red color of the sea, is known as the red tide. Dinoflagellates show the red tides in the sea when the rapidly multiply on itself. Okay, toxin release when the red tide develop due to the pigment resulting here release a toxin from this bloom, from this red tides, from this organism like dinoflagellates. By the bloom may kill the fishes and rich human who eat those fishes. Means that when the many of the dinoflagellate multiply rapidly in the seas, where the seas appears to look like a red, known as the red tide, resulting this dinoflagellates release the toxin. This toxin is very harmful to the animal as well as to the human when those are taking a food as from the red tides or as from the in form of the fishes. Okay, that fishes are feed on the red tide, and this fishes when eat through the main that causing the toxins, that causing the poison. Okay, Many dinoflagellates are bioluminescent, means that the light emitting nature. Bioluminescent means the light emitting nature, means that dinoflagellates show the light emitting properties. Okay, that's a blue green light. Dinoflagellates also produce the lipid sterols and dinosterol. Okay, so that's all structures of the dinoflagellates. Clear? Okay. Now next, the nutrition. What type of nutrition found in the dinoflagellate? Let's see. Photosynthetic autotrophs. We already discussed about that. Second, the heterotrophic dinoflagellate. But which type of heterotrophic dinoflagellate? Though we already discussed, that's a phagocytic. Okay. And new, the endosymbionts. Also, the endosymbiont mean that the lack pigments. When the dinoflagellate uh, have not a pigment structure, that's that type of dinoflagellates are depend on the another organism on form of the nutrition in marine invertebrates such like that corals. Corals means the coelacanths, jellyfishes. Jellyfish is the examples of the coral, examples of the coelacanth. Okay, so means that dinoflagellates are symbiotic endosymbiotic relationship shows with the coelacanth organism like that the jellyfish is. Clear? Photosynthetic endosymbionts means that the zooxanthellae then they provide carbohydrate to their host. That's the endosymbiont. Okay. Contain chlorophyll. Endosymbionts means that they have the chlorophyll A, C, and accessory pigment like that the pyridine and fucoxanthin. Clear? Very good. Please concern every in topic. Some are photosynthetic as well as the heterotrophic is known as the mixotropic nutrition, means that some dinoflagellates have the two type of the nutrition. So the two type of the nutrition, the first is the autotropic and second is the mm, heterotropic, the mixotropic. One more example is like that the euglena. Euglena shows the mixotropic nutrition. Next, flagellated reproduction. That reproduction shows like that binary fission. By the binary fission as sexual reproductions. Sexual reproduction, isogamous and anisogamous. What do you mean isogamous? Mean the similar type of gametes fuse, and here the dissimilar means one small and one large, and here both gametes are male and female gametes are the in similar structure and shape. Sexual reproduction occur by the fusion of the form of the zygote, and zygote may develop in resting phase known as the dinocyst. Mean after fusion of the this gamete form a different type of stage known as the dinocyst, then may remain motile. Okay, undergo meiosis to form the haploid cell. This cell that undergo meiosis and form the haploid cell, and then unfavorable condition, not a favorable, only in the unfavorable condition the vegetative cells of dinoflagellate fuse together to form the planozygote. In takes excess, in fact the dinoflagellates takes excess fat and oil, and cell become harder and size and increasing in size known as the hypenozygote. Means planozygote increase in size with the help of the fat and oil and becoming harder. Okay, and form a new structure, new stage known as the hypenozygote. That's a similar of the hibernating stage. Clear? Under the favorable condition, we'll discuss about the unfavorable condition. Means that the dinoflagellates so two structure planozygote and hypenozygote after the fertilization. Okay, then after come under favorable condition, this stage break out and cell and the presence in the temporary stage means that stage the when come a favorable condition hypnozygote stage and develop and the structures outer structure break out and the form of the temporary stage known as the planomyocyte life cycle involve. First is the zygotic meiosis, means that have the two end condition, two end condition. Example, seratium, gymnodium. Okay, the gametic meiosis. Example is the Nautiluca, means have the end conditions. Okay, so there are the reproduction of the dinoflagellates. It's a very important slide. It's a very important topics. Okay, dinoflagellate one or even one or more question are asking in the NEET as well as in the AIMS exam. So please be connected with me. Now next the bioluminescent, that's the dinoflagellates. What do we mean by bioluminescent dinoflagellates? Means the light emitting property. Bioluminescent dinoflagellates have 18 genera. That's are the 18 genus and 18 organism of the dinoflagellates shows the bioluminescent. Like have an enzyme like the luciferase, very important. Bioluminescent property are controlled by the enzyme luciferase. That's a presence in the cytoplasmic body. This enzyme presence in the cytoplasmic body is known as the synethylins. Okay, synethylins. The substrate of the light producing biochemical reaction is known as the luciferin. The luciferin. When the substrate of the light producing biochemical is reaction is known as the luciferin. Okay, when how to produce a light, in which conditions? Let's see. Fully depend on the pH dependent. When the pH of the drop, the environmental area where the pH of the drop, the luciferin bind to the luciferase. When the suppose that like that's a C here, when the pH is down, the here presence of dinoflagellates in which a presence of luciferin directly bind with the luciferase, resulting due to the change in the shape of the enzyme and resulting the shape change of the shape of this luciferase enzyme, resulting bloom of dinoflagellate emits short flash. When the change of shape that's produce a short flash, or that flash in form of the light when disturbed mechanically by the waves and sweep and swimming. So, hope so. Are you clear? The topic, today's topic is a very important. Okay. Dinoflagellate use the bioluminescent as the defense mechanism against their predator. That's the predator mechanism. Okay. Now next the dinoflagellate reptiles. What is reptiles? Let's see. Due to the human activity and other natural resources, the human input of the phosphate accelerate and the formation of the red tide. Means that how to form red tide. Red tides form by the involving the human activity. Like the natural region is the formation, the input of the phosphate, presence of phosphate accelerate the formation of the red tides. This bloom have the known as the create selfish poisoning. Red tide forming, when red tide form, that's a create the selfish poisoning and releasing the neurotoxin which kill the fishes. How to form that such selfish is the poisoning? Because of that, this selfish are use a red tide in the form of the nutrition. resulting in cellfish create poisoning, or this poisoning is a neurotoxin that's causing a death as well as paralyzed body when the eating of this species. Color of the seed appear the red, so known as the red tides. This phenomena is known as the harmful algal bloom, HAB. एग्जाम में पूछते हैं, इस बात का बिल्कुल ध्यान रखना. ओके, नाउ नेक्स्ट में कॉज भी फीटल मींस दैट इससे इंसान मर भी सकता है. कॉज भी फीटल एंड नॉन फीटल इलनेस वेरियस अदर स्पीसीज एंड ईटिंग कंटामिनेटेड फिश इंक्लूडिंग द ह्यूमन. ओके, after entering the contaminated fish, bird may be die. If any birds eat this type of fish, that's those are eating this type of reptiles that harm to the birds. All the blooms are not harmful. Very, very, very important. Not all dinoflagellates or blooms are not harmful. Species of the dinoflagellate causing the red tides. Which species are responsible for the producing red color sea and forming the red tide? Like that, Carenia brevis, that's causing the red tide in the Gulf of Mexico, produce the neurotoxin. Okay, this type of dinoflagellate produce neurotoxin known as the brevetoxin in the Gulf of the Mexico. Okay, now next is the Electridium fendines. Fendines, the responsible for the red tide in the Gulf of Maine, produce the toxin known as the saxitoxin. Very, very, very important. Asking, in a NEET and AIMS in the multiple times. Next, the Papistifera is the colorless dinoflagellate that's causing the toxic bloom, which toxic is also known as the saxitoxin. So that's the dinoflagellate. So the red tide, how to show which condition are responsible for that. Okay, now next. So here are the examples of the dinoflagellates, like that the Gelonidinium, Peridinium, Gymnodinium, Guinocolix. Guinocolix and Gymnodium are responsible for the red tide. Okay, so here the example, like that Noctiluca, and more examples: Radium, Ornithocircus, Gynocolix, Peridinium, Gymnodinium. Okay, and here one important things that like here, that structure is the longitudinal flagellum, and that structure is the transfer flagellum. In the presence of the both are perpendicular to each other in all things, like that, like that, like that. Okay, होप सो आपको एकदम क्लियर हो गया होगा, और किसी भी को कोई डाउट है तो बिल्कुल मुझे आप कमेंट बॉक्स में कमेंट करें. ओके, बाय, टेक केयर, मिलते हैं.